Do you think you could get as strong as you want to be or need to be, whether it's for performance or for overall health, by just lifting this one skinny little 8-pound weight? If your answer is no, you are correct. But would it be crazy to ask you to stick around for just a few minutes to find out something that you can do with this weight that's going to be really surprising and will, in fact, make you strong and can do it in a way that's faster, easier, more efficient, both in terms of space saving and time saving, and frankly, even cost saving than anything you've ever seen? Oh, and would it be crazy to ask you to wait till the very end so I can show you a special offer if you end up like me and find what I'm about to show you super, super cool? Well, I hope you're okay with that because let's get started. I'm Steven Sashen. I'm the CEO of ZeroShoes.com, and I am a fitness geek. I'm a Masters All-American sprinter. I'm a former All-American gymnast. I've owned every fitness piece of equipment or gadget you can possibly think of, and I'm also really excited about what I'm about to show you. I'm not going to say any more. Let's just get started. This is the K-Box 4. Now, I first saw the K-Box online a couple years ago. I was searching for sprinting training programs or sprinting strength programs, and I saw that a lot of professional athletes and strength and conditioning coaches were using this. I was really interested, and then a few months ago, I got to use one at a physical therapy conference, and after 5 minutes, I turned to the guys who make it and I went, this is annoying. Now I've got to buy one. Well, the good news is it replaces a lot of the stuff I have in my basement, and this is my basement. It obviously takes up less room, and the way it works is that it's a flywheel. So if you understand flywheels, it takes time and effort to get them accelerating, and then they want to keep going, so it takes effort to decelerate them. So that weight that I showed you before is now the flywheel. And the way that works is when you lift up, it starts to accelerate, and then it wants to pull you back down. This is one of the really interesting things. Actually, let me get to that in a second. But first, notice I'm putting very little effort into using this. This is one of the amazing things about the K-Box and flywheel training is that it gives you back as much as you put in. So if you're not strong yet, that's okay. You can use it. And if you're really strong, that's also okay because you can use it. And it also means that as you're going through a set of an exercise, as you get weaker progressing through the set, the K-Box automatically adjusts for you. So you can change the length of this webbing by stepping on this little pin right here to get to the end of the range of motion for whatever exercise you want to do. And what happens is that as you get to the end of the range of motion, this webbing goes around a spindle and starts pulling you back down. So again, if I go lightly, not a problem. If I go hard, okay, here we go. Oh, man. Okay, so now what's really interesting about the K-Box is what's referred to as eccentric training. So there's concentric training, putting effort as your muscle shortens, and eccentric training, putting effort as the muscle lengthens. And you're stronger in the eccentric than the concentric. That means if I gave you a weight that you couldn't barely lift doing a curl, but I handed it to you, you could lower it slowly under control because you're stronger this way. And because you're stronger this way, if you can overload the eccentric, you can get stronger faster. Now, for those of you who are inclined to physics, you may recognize that I can't get any more effort out than I put in. So I'm not overloading the eccentric, I'm only getting back what I put in. Except there are a couple ways around that. So one is that when the K-Box reverses, you try to decelerate it mostly through the first half of that range of motion. So it looks like this. You can't really see it, but it's there, and then I kind of relax. And then I pull really hard, and then resist hard, and then relax. The other is that you can overload the concentric, which actually gives you more resistance on the eccentric by doing something like for a bicep curl, I can do something like this. Let's get it started. End of the range of motion. I add a bit of a squat to get more effort going up, and then I straighten my legs and keep them straight for the down part. Jeez. Man. Okay, so that's the gist of how the K-Box works. Now what I want to do is show you some of my favorite exercises for runners because there's a lot of different things you can do on the K-Box. This is just a quick tour. If you search on YouTube for K-Box exercises or K-Box workout, or just go to exentric.com and look at the exercises there, you can see a lot of fun things. But let's get started with some of my favorite workouts for runners, which emphasize the glutes, the hamstrings, basically everything from here down. You can see this is already a heavy workout. Here we go. Let's start with deadlifts, great for the glutes and hamstrings and actually your entire body. add the harness and you can do squats without putting pressure on your lower back, which is actually really good. I have a cramp in my spine, and squats feel great when I'm doing it on the K-Box. Add the ankle cuff for hamstring curls. This will test your balance a little bit too. I've got my hand against the wall. And keep your legs straight for hip extensions. Really good for the glutes. Okay, this is one of my favorite. One-legged, it's called Romanian deadlifts. I don't know why, but the whole emphasis here is thinking about extending your hips. You're not actually using your leg as much as you're just pushing your hips forward to get that hip extension and glute activity. Oh, if you don't have a kettlebell, that's okay. This is just like doing kettlebell swings without a kettlebell, and you can put as much force in as you want. And this is a killer total body exercise, thrusts. I do this maybe 3 times a week when I'm not doing leg-specific stuff. Boy, 1 or 2 sets of these every day, and I am toast. Okay, so I hope you found that demo interesting and compelling and you want to find out more about the K-Box. If you do, go to xeroshoes.com/K-Box. That's xeroshoes.com/KBOX. You might already be there now. And when you get there, you'll see a place to put in your name and email address. And I'm getting that info from you because I want to pass that on to the people from xcentric.com, the people who make the K-Box, because they have a special offer for people who've seen this video. And I have something that I'd like to offer you as well. And that is a $100 Xero Shoes gift certificate. I want to do that because A, I think strength training is important, and B, if you're going to be doing strength training, you want to be connected to the ground correctly. You want your toes to be able to spread. You don't want your heel elevated, which messes with your posture. You want to be low to the ground for balance and agility. In short, you want to be able to feel the world, and that's what Xero Shoes let you do. So once again, I'm hoping you find the K-Box interesting. I can't wait to see the videos that you make with it, and until then, live life feet first.